What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Baller Nation. I'm your host, Yan Perron. Today, I want to talk about the LA Lakers against the Phoenix Suns game that happened last night in the NBA in Los Angeles, California. The Lakers got off to a very hot start in this game. They scored something like, I think it was 47-17 at the end of the first quarter. LeBron James was clicking, Anthony Davis was clicking. There were highlight reel plays all over the place. But as the game progressed, the Phoenix Suns slowly but surely started to get themselves back in the game, and at one point they cut it down to a 6-point game and eventually did lose by 10 points at the end of the ball game. The Phoenix Suns, though, really shot themselves in the foot, and had it been any other team, had it been maybe any other night as well, the Suns would have came back in this game and won it, because they did miss some crucial threes. They missed some crucial shots that they should have hit that I would like to talk about in this video. I've already mentioned how the Lakers started hot. And when I was watching the LA Lakers in the first quarter, I was thinking to myself, there's no way that any team in the NBA can beat these guys. There's just no way. Anthony Davis is too good. LeBron James is too big. He's too strong. He's just too talented. Guys like Rondo and Danny Green and Kyle Kuzma was banging threes. The Lakers looked really unstoppable. They looked unbeatable. But as the game wore on, and the Lakers just really mentally left the ball game, especially Anthony Davis, who scored one field goal in the entirety of the second half. Anthony Davis checked out at halftime, and he just didn't return. He just simply did not return. LeBron James, though, was the biggest reason why the Lakers were able to win this ball game. That's the beauty of having one of the best duos in the NBA, if not the best duo in the NBA, is when Anthony Davis is mentally checked out. Well, guess who's up? LeBron James is up next, and he was the one who carried the Lakers through the third quarter, led the way down the stretch in the fourth quarter. He hit a big three with about 4 minutes left in the ball game. He had another layup later on in the game too. LeBron James was the biggest reason why the Lakers were able to, he was the biggest reason as to why the Lakers were able to keep the lead and eventually go on to win the game. He was the biggest factor as far as what the Lakers could control, because the Phoenix Suns should have came back and won this game. And I'd like to talk about two players. First and foremost, Devin Booker. Devin Booker scored at one point he had over 30 points without attempting a single three-pointer, which it's historic, it's legendary, it's amazing, especially in this day and age. I think the commentator said he was something like the second Suns guard to ever do that in NBA history, which is remarkable. The other player I'd like to talk about is Tyler Johnson. Now, you might be saying, why do I want to talk about Tyler Johnson? Well, the reason is that Tyler Johnson, watching him play last night, it was tough in a way, because on one hand, he was one of the biggest reasons why the Suns stayed in the game. He didn't give up. He didn't quit. He fought for every rebound. He fought on every possession he played. He played through it all. On the other hand, Tyler Johnson missed a lot of threes that he should have hit. Wide open threes that, had he hit, the Phoenix Suns would have taken the lead and probably eventually won the ball game. Tyler Johnson had a tough game. I don't usually talk about him a lot, but I just thought that his name should be put out there, because he had the chance to change the game single-handedly, and though he really battled his heart out, he just didn't have, at the end of the day, he just didn't have the talent, didn't have the skill to take the Suns past the Lakers. Finally, I'd like to talk about DeAndre Ayton. It was good to see DeAndre Ayton back. I hadn't watched a lot of his game last season. I do know what he was able to do last season. I do know that he finished third in the Rookie of the Year vote last season. And I am aware that DeAndre Ayton is, well, he's honestly really big. He's huge. Watching him down in the post and he's battling against guys like Anthony Davis, obviously he hasn't got the talent to match up with Anthony Davis, but he's definitely got the size. And when you have a guy like DeAndre Ayton down in the block, and I was just watching this man grab rebounds left, right, and center, I couldn't help but think to myself, this man is going to be a problem in the NBA. He's simply almost impossible to move. The size of this guy, he's huge. He made Dwight Howard look small. He made even Anthony Davis at times, especially in the fourth quarter when Davis just wasn't there mentally, he made Anthony Davis look small. DeAndre Ayton, at the end of the day, he did grab 14 rebounds, had 16 points. But I think that, but for me, the rebounds was what impressed me the most. And at the end of the day, the Lakers did grab the win by 10 points. Lakers obviously were expected to win the ball game, and especially the way that they started the game, they should have closed the game out by halftime. They didn't. Suns got back in it. What we can all learn from this, though, from a Lakers perspective, and even a Suns point of view, is that when you have that big lead at the beginning of the games, you've got to keep your foot on the pedal, or you got to keep your foot on the gas, and the Lakers just didn't. The Lakers just didn't. And I think going forward, this game will be always in the back of the Lakers' minds going forward. I think maybe come playoff time as well, the Lakers, they'll still be thinking, and this game actually, for me, might have been one of the best things to happen to the Lakers all season long. They need a game like this. They need a bit of a wake-up call. Frank Vogel, you could see what he wanted to do. He did not want to have LeBron James and Anthony Davis in there the entirety of the second half almost. He played James and Davis for the entirety of the third quarter, trying to end the ball game. But what happened? The Phoenix Suns actually ended up outscoring the Lakers by 10 points in the third quarter. The Phoenix Suns played really well, but of course, when you give up 47 points in the first quarter, it's going to be kind of tough to win a ball game. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, those are just my quick thoughts on the Lakers-Suns game. Let me know your thoughts down below. Peace out.